Welcome to the Township Video News. Important and timely information, insightful details on relevant topics, engaging discussions with experts, legislative updates that matter. Brought to you by PSATS.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the latest edition of the Township Video News, a regular update from the Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors. I'm your host, Dave Sanko, PSATS Executive Director. We're back with another TVN. This time around, we've got important information about our regional fall forums, other upcoming training, and discussion, our online networking community. Also, Bob Bemis, a retired state police trooper who was seriously injured while helping a stranded motorist, joins us to talk about traffic safety and a new state initiative aimed at saving the lives of road crew workers and first responders. Right now, though, here's Holly Fischel with a report on our new and improved salary and benefits survey. Holly?
One of our most popular member services is getting even better. In September, PSATS is launching a more user-friendly version of its salary and benefits survey. We're calling it Salary Survey Plus, and it'll be ready just in time for municipal budget season. Safe and secure, the online system makes it easy for townships to enter and update their wage and benefits information any time of year, create customized reports and graphs with the searchable interactive database, compare their results to other townships by population, region, and other criteria, and access real-time accurate data year-round. There's one slight catch. The detailed searchable results will only be available to townships that provide their wage and benefits information. Therefore, the key to unlocking this amazing member benefit is your participation. As soon as Salary Survey Plus launches, we'll email an alert to members. In the meantime, if you have questions, contact me, Holly Fischel, at hfischel@psats.org or 717-763-0930, extension 138. Once again, here's Dave Sanko.
Every day I learn something new. Every month you can too, by registering for one of our education sessions. From webinars to mini conferences, PSATS has developed programs to meet a variety of needs and schedules. For a current list, go to psats.org. Upcoming opportunities include the regional fall forums, which kick off in late September and continue through early November. PSATS is taking its show on the road and hosting these 6 mini conferences statewide. The forums will feature keynote speakers, general sessions, and some great topical workshops on regional issues. You'll also have plenty of time to meet and network with other local leaders. We've split the fall forum schedule into 2 half-day sessions. On day 1, we meet in the afternoon, and on day 2, we meet in the morning. Attend one session or both, whichever is convenient for you. Also on tap this fall is the first ever PSATS Stormwater Conference, a one-day program covering the latest on best practices, stormwater fees, green infrastructure, and lots more. The November 16 session in Plymouth meeting is already sold out. However, there's still space available for the October 18 program in Cranberry Township, Butler County in Western Pennsylvania, so register today. We've also had requests for training for township volunteers. So for the first time in many years, we've developed a course for zoning hearing board members. Check out our website or the October Township News magazine for locations in eastern and western Pennsylvania, with more sites to come. Finally, we've scheduled specialized training in late October and early November for others who help townships tick: engineers, solicitors, emergency managers and first responders, and planning and zoning officials. Offered through our affiliate organizations, TEMA, PEZO, the Solicitor and Engineers Associations, these one-day seminars spotlight industry trends and experts, all at an affordable price. Again, to learn more and to register for these and other programs, go to psats.org and choose the training tab. Now, here's Briette Treaster to talk about another important PSATS service. Briette?
Did you realize that you don't need to leave the office to network with township officials in Pennsylvania? Just go to Discussion, an online water cooler hosted by PSATS at connect.psats.org. Discussion brings together township supervisors, secretaries, managers, planners, engineers, solicitors, emergency managers, and many others to share the problems and find solutions. It's a great way to ask a question or share an answer, and Discussion is searchable too, so you can quickly research past questions and answers. Really, why reinvent the wheel when someone else has already faced the same challenges and can help? To learn more, go to connect.psats.org, click on the discussion tab, and log in to start taking full advantage of this exclusive member benefit. When township officials talk, good things happen, so go join discussion today. Now, let's turn things back over to Dave.
Usually at this point in the program, I wrap things up with an executive director's message. This time, however, I'm switching things up a bit to raise awareness about a new Pennsylvania Traffic Incident Management Enhancement Program, PENTIME for short. This safety initiative is targeted at reducing road crew and first responder deaths and injuries on highways and roads. Joining several state agency partners, PSATS is the only local government voice on PENTIME's executive steering group, which is chaired by Transportation Secretary Leslie Richards, a former township supervisor. Kudos to Governor Wolf for designating a former local official in his cabinet to lead this charge. With me today is my friend Bob Bemis. Bob, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Bob's a retired state police trooper whose life took a dramatic turn in 2015. He was seriously injured while helping a stranded motorist along a busy Pennsylvania highway. His book, Forged in Scars and Stripes, recounts the accident and his recovery. A well-known traffic safety advocate, Bob is joining me to talk about PENTIME. Bob, before we get to that though, please tell us about the March 27th incident.
March 27, 2015, I was in my 22nd year as a member of the state police. I was a sergeant assigned to the Operational Training Division at our State Police Academy in Hershey. On that morning, I was in the city of Wilkes-Barre, preparing to deliver a period of instruction to members of the Wilkes-Barre Police Department. I conducted that training with them and finished up in the early afternoon, packed up my car and began heading back south on Interstate 81 to my home in Hershey. As I neared the town of Frackville, I observed a vehicle on the side of the road that was on fire. Anything that I could share with you about that, I've actually had to learn from reading the official crash report or from statements of witnesses and first responders, because I actually have no memory from about 5 minutes before the incident to about 24 hours later when I woke up in the hospital. But the report says that I retrieved the fire extinguisher from the trunk of my unmarked state police vehicle and was walking with the disabled vehicle's operator to the front of the car. Smoke from the fire was getting out into the roadway, and several vehicles that were approaching the scene were hitting their brakes. One vehicle, a sport utility vehicle, hit her brakes and swerved to avoid collision with another vehicle, traveled off the road, struck the back of my police car, which then went forward and struck both myself and the disabled vehicle's operator. I was pretty badly injured. The most serious injury was to my L1 vertebra, which was completely crushed, contributing to what's known as an incomplete spinal injury. I had several broken bones, lots of torn ligaments, and lots of internal injuries. And one of the most serious injuries was a blow to my head, which damaged the optic nerve in my left eye, which resulted in permanent vision loss. I spent about 13 days at Geisinger. Half of those were in the critical care unit. After those 13 days, I was transferred to the rehabilitation hospital at Penn State Hershey, where I remained for another 42 days, undergoing intensive physical therapy, occupational therapy, lots of rehabilitative efforts. I was released in the end of May, sent home, and continued an intensive regimen of physical therapy until I was able to actually go back to work in a limited capacity in November of 2015. I worked in a limited capacity, returning to my duties as a state trooper for another 14 months before I decided to retire in January 2017.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, you're not alone. I mean, there are construction workers and first responders who are injured every day on our highways. Why is that?
Well, the main cause is actually quite simple. It boils down to what we teach in traffic incident management training as D-drivers. That is, drivers who may be traveling while drunk, under the influence of alcohol, drugged, under the influence of narcotics. They may be drowsy or fatigued. They may be distracted, which that means they're focusing on something inside the car and not necessarily on the road ahead, or deliberate. In this case, maybe exceeding the maximum speed limit or committing some other type of traffic violation, or just plain dangerous. So every one of those Ds is another person who may not be focused on potential hazards or evolving conditions on the road. And ultimately, that places road crews and emergency responders who have to be on those roads in harm's way and at risk of serious injury or death even.
Sure. Well, how will Pen Time help?
Well, Pen Time, as you said, Pen Time is the Pennsylvania Traffic Incident Management Enhancement. It is a statewide training program that supports the traffic incident management, the national unified goal of traffic incident management, which is a federal initiative. Pen Time enhances the safety, promotes the safety of first responders, crash victims, and motorists, and helps to reduce the duration and impact of traffic incidents.
Okay. Well, in Pennsylvania, we have a steer clear law. Does the steer clear law and Pen Time work together?
Yeah, they absolutely do. While Pen Time focuses on education and joint cooperation of agencies and personnel who respond to emergency incidents, the Steer Clear Law helps to explain to members of the public what their obligations are when approaching an emergency scene. By reducing their speed and changing lanes away from first responders, a driver does his or her part to help reduce the risk of a secondary crash. By training responders in methods to properly set up and manage a scene of an emergency incident, we do our part to help reduce traffic congestion on the roads and to keep everyone safe.
Well, Pen Time is in its infancy. What do you think the future holds for township road crews and first responders moving forward?
Well, the goal is to standardize traffic incident management training for all first responders in Pennsylvania. That includes police, fire, EMS, public works and utilities, and towing and recovery professionals. It's hoped that Pen Time will improve interagency communications, enhance and promote the safety of all persons who are on the roadway, whether they're working at an emergency scene or just moving through it, and ultimately illustrate the importance of clearing those scenes quickly to reduce the duration and impacts on traffic-related congestion.
Okay, great. Well, that's all we have time for, so I want to thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you. It was my pleasure.
Your help to raise the awareness about highway safety and initiative is going to be important moving forward. For more information and to schedule a traffic incident management training session, contact PSATS at 717-763-0930 or connect with Pen Time on Facebook or Twitter. Also, don't forget to visit Bob's website, forgedinscars.com, to learn more about his journey and his book.
That's all the time we have for this edition of TVN. Join us soon for more stories, updates, and events from PSATS. And don't forget that you can always get additional information by reading the Pennsylvania Township News Magazine or by visiting PSATS.org. Also, if you have ideas for upcoming episodes of TVN, contact Jill Ercolino by email at jercolino@psats.org or by phone at 717-763-0930, extension 125. From all of us at PSATS, thanks for watching.